The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. This is Crockett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's just me and you. Shift. Watch the safety creep. Ready.
They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. A give running right, Lindsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. 2nd down and inches. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Kansas City.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's 2nd and 8. Rolling to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Hey, right on these two. Right on these two. There's a line. Hey, 15. Watch the run. 15.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Yellow. 180. Hey, rip lift. SOS.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
Switch.
Here's Hines. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. They go play action here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Rush in.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And an alley to run. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Watch the eye. 5.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On the double. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, go.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And not a whole lot to speak of there, as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, it's Lindsey. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
That was well coached and even better executed, because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Ready up. Hey, Charlie. Watch right. We got right. Greystone, Travis. All day, defense. All day.
On first down, Crockett, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Ready? 18, Gator. Coaching skill. Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. They'll throw now on the final play toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
Watch the back. Watch
General West.
Check. Check. Check.
Right up.
On second down, Freeman. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2.
I'm coming.
Hey, exit.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
5.
They'll try and throw for him. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You must be dreaming.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Kansas City.
Yellow. Arms up, blue lane.
Hey, let's go now. Hey, let's go. What's the run?
Attack.
Check.
6.
22 jet bomber. Hey, check 20.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunky yardage picked up there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line.
Tighten up. Shut up. Crunch.
Now again, right side. Hines. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Don't get nervous. Showing it.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. He's got a 1st down past the 30, and he'll be out right at the 35. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Undercrunch. Recon, 152 fighter. Shit.
Now it's Freeman. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Get ready. Mike's 50. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Attack!
On 1st down, it's Hines. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They run with Hines. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
It's now 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will be from 49 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch tight.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
4 down. 32.
Freeman. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 3.
On 2nd down now. It's Lindsey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring
Hey, high 7.
50. Mike's 50. You don't want nothing. Give it. Pick up the ball.
Be driven.
They're going to look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Yellow.
They go play fake. Mahomes steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 9 at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
It's yellow.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Check 13. Check 13.
Hey, 43.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 36.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Yellow.
Go. Tight go.
Yellow.
Mike 51.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. This is Hines. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He may try. Oh, no, lost the football. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Butker's kick here is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Here we go. 6-6, bullet high. 10 Lobo. Jam. Five.
On 3rd down, Crockett. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Again on the ground, again Crockett. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Hey, box drop.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They run with Crockett. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw him. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Again, 11 on the play. First down, Kansas City.
35, wait.
Check in.
15.
49.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. They run again with Hines. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Kansas City, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Call on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip.